Hey, it's me again. Many of you know I'm in recovery. I have been abstaining from alcohol and other substances for about a year and 9 months now. And I've always accomplished a lot in business and in life, but I also lost a lot in business and in life in general. But I get to have a different perspective this time without being under the influence of anything. Without being under the influence of resentments for that matter, or without being the influence of anger, let alone what I self-medicated with was just a consequence of whatever was dysfunctional inside or out of place, right? But anyways, recovery was never the content of this channel. It might change, I don't know yet. But since I have an audience, and thank you for letting me be myself and be vulnerable before you. Mind you, I'm not perfect, I'm far from it. And vulnerability today, it's not a sign of weakness, it's the sign of growth. You know, if I can be vulnerable in front of all of you, I can be myself everywhere. Anyways, I was driving a group of people to Napa this weekend, and I am doing what I do best. I dressed up, showed up in time, had a clean vehicle, clean car, drove them around, and they're heavy drinkers, my God. But you know, they all are very functioning individuals. I don't know, it's not my job to judge, but I observe, right? My friend in recovery, my new friends in recovery always tell me, substitute judgment by the word observation. So observe, don't judge, just observe, you know, and whatever you're gonna do with that, I don't know. I guess in my context is, I noticed this guy going through a lot, losing jobs, probably divorced already, seemed to be a very hardcore drinker, doesn't realize there are issues that may be making complications for his professional life and personal life, just like whatever happened to my life to this point. But again, now I get to do everything with a different perspective, right? With a clear mind, not so much holding on to resentments and anger. And I can see where people struggle with that because I did it myself. I got out of that toxic cloud. I had this toxic cloud roaming above my head all the time. I don't need that anymore. I have tools I can use. And this guy was like saying whatever, but then he became very honest. On the way home, he's like, you know, I'm going through this, I might get fired, something is not working, people let me go at this company that I used to be at, and this is like a C-level executive. But anyways, the fact that he talked about it, and I remember his words when he said, it hurts, but I guess I need to go find another job. And that's something I never did back in my active alcoholism days. I would not talk about what bothered me at all. I think I always hid it very well. But if you want to get rid of something, right, talk about it. And this guy, he was very open about his struggles. I think he was a little bit drunk, and you know, drunk people over reveal, but there's a principle there. Anyways, don't tell him I told you so. Enough for what do you call it, the non-disclosure. I didn't sign one, so I can talk about it. As long as I don't say his name, I keep it ethical or unethical. Stay classy.